Hello listeners. Today we will discuss about the self-confidence, the key to sports success. First of all, what is self-confidence? Self-confidence is defined as a realistic belief or expectation of achieving success. Self-confidence is not what you hope to do, but what you realistically expect to do. Not what you tell others, but your innermost thoughts about your realistic capabilities. Not pride in past deeds, but a realistic judgment about what you are able to do. Self-efficiency. Self-efficiency is a realistic belief or expectation about achieving success on a specific task in a specific situation. For example, I can pole vault 16.6 in this meet, or I will hit this game winning shot. Self-efficiency is least impacted by personality because it is highly specific, unstable, and based on situational factors such as task difficulty, preparation, recent successes, or failures and playing conditions. But how self-confidence impacts performance? Relationship between types of confidence. Confidence is a developed bottom-up. Athletes should attempt to enhance self-efficiency by accumulating success experiences in specific situations. Next, as self-efficiency experience increases, state self-confidence improves. Finally, an accumulation of state self-confidence experiences eventually boost trait self-confidence. For example, an athlete may have high self-efficiency of rebounding well in an upcoming game but be worried about her ability to play good defense on the opponent's star player. Making some good stop increases defensive self-efficiency during the game. A strong overall defensive game enhances state self-confidence to play well overall in the next game, while 6 good games in a row boost trait basketball self-confidence. Now, how self-confidence impacts performance? It lowers anxiety of creating positive expectations of success, increases motivation by raising perceived competence, enhances concentration by eliminating distraction from negative thoughts and personal put-downs. Competence possesses the knowledge, strategies, skills and abilities necessary for success. Preparation. Sufficiently prepared so you can successfully perform those skills and strategies in a particular competitive situation. Villanova's 1984 upset of Georgetown in the NCAA championship game. Diffident athletes confuse what is with what they wish would be, or with that what ought to be. See themselves as losers and act accordingly. Mistakes devastate their competence. Self-doubts feel self-fulfilling prophecies that create a vicious negative spiral. Focus on their shortcomings and outlook their accomplishments, and are underachievers whose confidence limits their development. Types of overconfidence. Now let's think about the opposite one, overconfidence. Inflated confidence and false confidence. The overconfidence could be inflated and false. Find out what is the difference in their next slides. Inflated confidence. People who believe they are better than they really are and have an inflated opinion of themselves and their skills. They overestimate their abilities while underestimating their opponent's skills. Pampering from parents or coaches, playing weak competition, and excessive media hype are its primary causes. Often they are competent but don't prepare adequately. False confidence. People who act confident on the outside but inside fear failure and are really diffident. Pretend to be brash, cocky, and arrogant. Difficulty admitting errors and filled with excuses. They are difficult to coach because they won't accept responsibility for mistakes and normally prepare hard but lack the competence to be successful. Now, what is the difference between performance and outcome confidence? Performance confidence. Performers believe that they can execute the skills and strategies necessary to perform well and attain their goals. Outcome confidence is performers believe that they will socially compare well and win the competition. Why is performance confidence better? Performance standards are more flexible so that they can be raised or lowered to consistently achieve optimal difficulty necessary to keep motivation high. Success is also more controllable, enhancing self-determination and thus prompting performers to take credit for their successes as indicative of increased competence. Confidence development tips for practitioners. Develop a systematic goal setting program and log and graph progress. Create a personal hall of fame. Design a systematic conditioning program and maximize preparation. Use effective modeling strategies. Replay past successes and imagine future trumps and emphasize confidence building thoughts. Now, how do you maintain your self-confidence during competition? Appraise situations as challenges rather than threats. Develop readiness, performance, and recovery plans to deal with problems. Emphasize problem-focused coping strategies to reduce threat. Use emotion-focused coping techniques to feel less threatened. And focus on more controllable process and performance goals. Now, how to maximize positive self-fulfilling prophecy effects. Determine what sources of information are used to form expectations. Realize initial expectancies may be inaccurate, requiring adjustment as performers' skill changes. Equalize skill development time across athletes. Provide all performers sufficient time to fully master skills. Respond to errors with corrective instruction. Focus on product as a means to attain product. Develop good coach-athlete relationships. Create a performance-oriented team climate. How do we maximize positive self-fulfilling prophecy effects? Determine what sources of information are used to form expectations. Realize initial expectancies may be inaccurate, requiring adjustment as performer skill changes. Equalize skill development time across athletes. Provide all performers sufficient time to fully master skills. Respond to errors with corrective instruction. Focus on product as a means to attain product. Develop good coach-athlete relationships. Create a performance-oriented team climate. Thank you, listeners.